Right now,
Alex,
Nelson.
before you go, it's
No,
gone now. Someone had a high pitched thing going on. I think it might have been you because it
really.
started when you came back into the call. It's gone now though. I don't know what the hell. Oh, it came back for a second, but someone has a high pitched in the background
That
that I'm
probably
picking up
might
on.
be me because, like I said, I'm using like a
It's
open
back.
mic
It
and
is Nelson. We're
it's
good.
popping.
We're
It's
good.
good.
It's Nelson.
Yeah. And Alex apparently dropped out of the call again. He has to stop using his crappy laptop, as I mentioned
Didn't he?
before.
Didn't he buy a new laptop?
No, apparently, I gave him the computer that I had personally, and he's supposed to tweak it up, but I don't know. Anywho, so what we'll do now, we'll move on to the next topic. Hopefully, Alex just transmutes back onto the damn call. So, what I would like to bring up is that within the past holiday of 2014, Microsoft has dropped its price, as we all know, to $349.99 to be in sale pricing racing sales with PlayStation at the time. Then allegedly they said by what January 3rd or January 4th they was gonna raise the price back up to its original $399. But as of what I'm reading now from Phil Spencer on Twitter, he permanently left the price at $349.99. Now, could it be for the fact that sales were going good for Microsoft throughout the holiday season, that he wanted to keep it at this price to get more, fan base, or is it something that he feels that he'll be more comfortable at with this
Hello,
set
hello.
price range without the Connect? So, with that being said, I guess we'll start off with Shinwar. What do you feel about this price drop being permanent now instead of just a holiday change cost?
I think it's a smart move. Now is that Connect or Connectless?
Well, from what I'm reading right now, it might be the Connect list version. I don't think it's the one with the Connect.
Okay. Either way, that's still good. You know, when Phil Spencer stepped into this role, he had a lot of repairing and fixing to do, and a lot of decision making based off of Microsoft's initial command, in getting the Microsoft going. So he's dealt with a lot of pressure and from the fans and probably even internally. But I think so far he's doing a good job, and I think this is a good look in getting the Xbox to where it needs to be. My only thing is they gotta get that 500 gig internal storage is not enough. And having the bundled systems be 1 terabyte, that's cool. But if they can get every system like that, it'd be great. And they can do it because that 1 terabyte is still the same price. So it's not like, oh, you're paying extra for 500 more gigs. They can, I think, 349 with a 1 terabyte hard drive and leave the Connect out, and they're fine. And they're fine now, but I think that'd be a great incentive for buying an Xbox One at that price.
Yeah, you're absolutely right about that. I mean, it's definitely a great marketing plan for them to to rival Sony's prices at the time, and
Yeah.
for them to keep it as where it's at now. And as what you mentioned before, that would be a great idea for all of its future bundles to be at this set price.
Right.
That
Yeah.
would be great. All right, so moving on. So on your knees, what do you think about this price drop with the Xbox One staying at $349.99 now instead of its intended $399?
You got to get the boxes out there. They're still what 3 million units behind Sony or something like that.
Yeah.
They're quite a ways behind, so they have to get units out there and try to make up some ground. That's what it comes down to. But the best way to sell units, as I mentioned numerous times, you got to get the software. That's what it comes down to. The price helps though, considering you don't need to connect, which they claim you need it to have it, and this, that, and the other thing.
Okay.
I,
Okay.
I got nothing really new to add.
Okay. So Noop, what do you think about this as well?
I'm surprised. But I'm not surprised. It seems like they were saying with the whole backlash from the whole Connect thing at the beginning. I think they listened to us a lot more. The price drop, I felt like even if they brought the price back up to the regular price, I think that was nice of them to have that sale for that long. I mean, they did it for like 3 months, I think. No, September. They did it in September, October, November, December, something like that. It was a long time. But now that you're leaving the price lower, you're putting more pressure on Sony Because I mean, a lot of people walk in the store and parents, hey, which one's cheaper? That's like the first question, you know. And $50 matters because that means I can walk out with a new console and a game. So I think the issue now though, y'all have to catch up with Sony in this. I mean, they'll probably never catch up in this regard with software, man. Sony's history is what's really keeping them in the race long term. They have so many games, and now with the PlayStation giving away free games, and they have such a deep library they can dig into. It's going to be hard
Mm-hmm.
for
Yeah.
Microsoft, whose original Xbox had some good games, but it's really just a warm up, and then you got the 360, which is still kind of fresh. So it's like they need that. The Kinect camera is not distinctive enough to make people say, you know what, I want that instead. So they gotta find. I mean, they need to continue with these sales, and they need to get this software out. They need to get to with these developers or independent companies or whatever, and really start working with these guys so y'all can start getting more content, exclusive content too. I mean, that's really a determining factor nowadays. That's why I'm an Xbox player more so than a PlayStation player now, is because the software. You know what I mean? I just like the selection better. So I think once more games come out, the console race will be a whole lot different. So I think it's all about smart investing and promoting the right product. You know, don't put all your money and all your chips in the bag for this game that's gonna come out and get a 6 out of 10 by everybody. You need to put your backing into those blockbusters like the Halos and
The Mockbuster.
shut up, and like the Forzas. I'm upset about Forza coming out so soon, but go ahead. I'm good.
Two of the same game.
All right.
Shut up.
So Goken, what do you feel about this Xbox One price drop? Though the fact that Sony has now, from what I've been reading, that they're officially bundling The Last of Us Remastered Edition within every PlayStation 4 bundle now.
Wow.
So I think it's good. Hopefully, it helps their sales. Hopefully, it'll promote more. Just hopefully, all these consoles get more titles and more IPs. In general, but I almost feel like Xbox is calling the new Connect a loss.
How
And
so? How so?
I
Because
mean,
there's a lot of people who love the Kinect for family usage and for using
yeah,
it for
yeah, yeah.
Netflix
Yeah,
and
no,
such.
that's not what I mean. It was great on the 360, but how many? I don't hear so much about people using the Connect on the new, but without other than the talking and like that other little stuff, like the games. Like, cause you guys are Xbox, you guys play more Xbox One than I do. Can you tell me one game right now that you're playing with Connect?
Well, besides the fact that I played Rise, Son of Rome with the Kinect,
Right,
that I played Grand
right,
Theft Auto 5 with the Kinect,
Dead
right.
Rising 3.
Dead Rising 3,
But is that the voice features or is that the actual interaction stuff?
voice
That's
features.
the
Is
voice
that,
features. Yeah.
again, that's what I mean. Before on the 360, when the Kinect came out, they had all the games. You were jumping in a living room. They were really competing with the Wii at the time. You were doing stuff with that with it.
Well, I
But
mean, on
now
this
it's
one,
just now all you're getting is voice. You can have wireless headsets and do voice.
Hold on. No, I agree with you, but they have Connect Sports, and they're also pushing their Xbox Fitness. So,
Yeah, yeah,
you can work out and do all that stuff. And I know what you're saying in regards to games. There are a few games out there.
right.
One the Connect Sports.
Sorry
There
about
was
that.
also that what game was that, Nelson?
Which one?
Shoot. Wasn't it the fighting game?
Yeah,
Yeah, I
yeah,
think it's
but
like
That game
Fighters
sucked
Among
though.
Us or
Fighter
some shit like
Within.
that.
yeah, but that
The Fighter
sucks.
Within.
But that's what I
That
mean.
game did suck.
I'm not knocking the Xbox. All I'm saying is with the price drop and it being permanent, I think they're able to do that just because they can call. They're not calling the Connect a loss, but they're saying, well, we'll just put the Connect to the side, and as things pick up with the Connect and we have more developers for the Connect, they'll have to come buy it later, and hopefully we'll get our money back from that
Basically making
at a
it
later time.
optional.
Right, right, right.
Yeah,
Like
which they should have did from the beginning.
which they should have did from
Yeah.
the beginning, but that's what I mean. I'm not really surprised that the prices dropped. It's just I just feel like they're kind of calling the Connect right now, which no one pays attention to. The Connect is kind of a loss right now. It's really not as great as it should be, but it probably will get there. It's just not there yet.
I mean, I can agree with you in a sense, but it's the same thing that goes for the Sony camera as well.
Oh yeah,
But
100%, 100%. Again, guys, I'm not knocking Xbox. I'm calling it
Yes,
what
you
it
are.
is. Please stop. I'm not, bashing the Xbox. All I'm saying is that they're able to do this because it looks like they're calling it a loss, right?
yeah,
The PlayStation camera doesn't do shit. Pardon my language. I'm sorry. It doesn't do anything. Like it's not really doing anything. I don't use it. I don't know anybody else that's using it. There's really no games. It's the same situation. It's just that Sony, like Noob said, it has a deeper library. They have great software. They have a lot they can reach back into, and so the fact that PlayStation is doing so well and the camera still doesn't matter, right? But the Connect is just not there with that particular feature, and that's why they're able to drop that price to that 350 permanently. It's like, all right, it's not working well now. We're not selling this thing. We're going to make it optional, and now we can do that permanently and just not offer it at all, and wait till the games get there, and we'll sell it later.
Their approach was all wrong with the Connect this time around because it was good on 360, and they're like, okay, you know what? We're gonna force it on them. It should
Right.
have stayed optional beginning from the beginning, and sold it separately. Because when I got the Connect for 360, I mean that was cool because it's like, hey, you know what? I'll try it out. Then Shinwar was calling me little Balrog doing that boxing thing, and
That jump was funny, yo. That jump was funny.
I'm saying with Microsoft just handled it wrong, and they fired or moved people around, and finally the right things are happening with Microsoft. So we'll take it from there. But I know I missed a lot, guys. My
It's all
so
right.
computer
You
is
didn't miss
dead.
much.
so Alex, so just so you're the last person now, what do you feel about the price drop being permanently now at 349.99 instead of the intended price that they was going for 399.99?
Two things. I told y'all so, and
Mm.
I knew it. I knew it was gonna happen because there's no way that they started narrowing the gap with catching up to Sony, and then they're gonna go back to 400. That's suicide. You know what I mean? So I think that they're up by like 5 million units, like 3 to 5 million units. So that's better than they were before. You know, and right now they have to put Xboxes in the homes of the gamers. So um, just like the surge in sales right before Christmas. Microsoft and Phil Spencer, hey, we're gonna take a loss somewhere, but at least we're gonna get the long haul. I said it on the last podcast when we were talking about that. I said, watch, they need to keep the price low, make it competitive, get the software out there. And then, hopefully they start supporting the Connect because you do know Microsoft had cut down their division. They downsized their division, as Nelson likes to say, um, for the Connect development. Like, we Connect Sports and all that. That's significantly smaller than it was before. So only
Like
time
I
will
like
tell.
I said,
Only time will tell.
it's
But
a
sorry
dud
for the
for right now.
yeah, sorry for the technical difficulties. And I know I got this high pitch thing going. I'm trying to. It's this headphone thing. I'll get that
What?
fixed. All right,
Listen, Xbox has gone down in price, and so is gas prices. Thanks.
funny. You know what? Before we switch segments, I saw 179 in Maplewood. I was like,
Bro,
yes.
it's down
What?
to 166, B.
Shit, I'm paying
166.
189 at Wawa of all places.
Oh, wait. I hate to get off topic, but at the Costco on Route 22, on my way back from work because I didn't want to take 78 today, it was 163.
Yeah.
I was like,
Yep.
what the heck? But
Yep.
in any case, so Nelson, did that cover that Nintendo
Oh.
or Microsoft price
Yep,
drop?
that's everything covered for that topic. So you can move on to the very next one.
All right, so again, intermission. Those of you who are joining us, stay on while we're live. And for our YouTube people, we'll see you next time. All right, and